I take like a week off and I forget how to stream. Thank you. Hi, Utsuro. Hi. I take a week off of streaming. Has it been a week? Like 2 weeks, right? No! It's like riding a bike, they say, trips over my wheels. But hello, hello. I'm not gonna be spending as much time on the starting screen today because I have a lot I want to get through today. So that's why I wanted to get started relatively quickly, but it looks like we still have to wait through all my scuff. I'm not piss baby! I'm at least a piss adult! Actually, you know what? I was thinking this earlier because I was like, now that I'm an adult, I do everything that an adult shouldn't do because I couldn't do it as a kid. This is why you should let your kids do things. Not everything, but some things. Like have cheesecake for breakfast. Oh my gosh, how like, it feels so, what do you call it? Rejuvenating to do shit that I wasn't allowed to do as a kid. So now I eat dessert for breakfast if I feel like it. Not all the time, but like, you know, it's like I need a sweet fix in the morning, so I get like a chocolate muffin, but I had a cheesecake the other day and it felt indulgent. I already told you guys, but the reason why I'm having a hard time streaming more often than usual is because I have a third dog here, and it's latte mocha. So that's why it's hard to stream at the same time as making content and things like that. I can finally sleep past my bedtime. Exactly! Isn't that the best feeling? Mac and cheese and nobody can stop me. Okay, but is it the Kraft mac and cheese or homemade? Because I'm gonna tell you, I don't really like the Kraft mac and cheese. I like making homemade mac and cheesies. I like making homemade mac and cheesies because you can make it extra cheesy and it has a better texture, I think. I think it comes out more al dente, which is pretty much how I enjoy mac and cheesies. I actually enjoy almost everything al dente. I had someone judging me because I was talking about ramen, like having my ramen. They were like, do you eat your ramen al dente? I was like, you know, yeah, kinda. Because like, when I'm eating, I don't want my ramen to become bloated. That's like the #1 thing I hate about ramen, is if it becomes bloated before I can finish it. So I actually do prefer when it's like just slightly undercooked, you know? Hi, Jared. Hi. Welcome, welcome. During my rant when I was talking, before actually having, you know, before I actually had my, what do you call it? Before I actually had my scuff, I was talking about wanting to play NIKKE since I might be changing over my what do you call it? Whoa. I'm already scuffing because I'm having brain farts. Not brain piss, but brain farts. Do you eat your ramen? You don't? Do you guys not eat your ramen when you make ramen? I don't just make ramen for fun. It's not for funsies. It's because, okay, partially is for funsies. The other part is because I'm hungry. Hungers. I can finally put on a different color sock. No! I hate that! I hate when it's like 2 different colored socks and they're not matching because it feels like there's something wrong. Okay, I have some adulting that I want to do. But you know, you put your socks on however you like. My toes are gonna curl up and cringe. Like a curly fry. But yeah, I was talking about how I wanted to move over my content a little bit towards NIKKE, so I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek into NIKKE. That's why I'm going to be doing one of the events today. There's like a whole catalog of all the events that have happened in NIKKE. At least like they're teasing certain events, or not teasing, but whenever they hold events, eventually they'll make it back into the pool of events so you can replay it. Or if you haven't played the event, they have a whole archive of events so you can kind of like, I guess, it's like a library book. You can check them out. We do that because our socks get mixed and eventually we lose one of the pair. Then I toss that shit out. The only socks that don't have a pair are in the trash. I love socks that have like cute characters on them. I got like a ton in Korea. Something amazing about Korea is that they have all these stores. Like they have something like Don Quixote in Japan. It's called Daiso. And sometimes there's like Minisos and stuff like that in America, but Daiso is the dollar store kind of equivalent in Japan or Korea. And I really like it because they all have really cheap socks and other other cute shit there. Oh my gosh. Never before have I seen places that carry so much cute shit, but then it's like fully fledged adults who love these cute shits, you know? You find it in and the others in the wash? See, I would say I find it in the wash, but my washing machine has been broken for 7 months. I ain't finding nothing in that washer. I have to go to the laundromat, and if it's gone there, it's gone for life. Because honestly, if I leave it there, I don't know who been in those socks, and I don't think I want it anymore. You can keep that. You can keep those. I don't want it back. Just take the other sock and toss it in the trash if you ain't gonna wear it. Your socks are probably soggy and wet. No, there's nothing I hate more than the feeling of wet socks. There are people who have textural problems, you know, like if you scrape drywall or if you're like putting chalk on a chalkboard and it like squeals. My ick is freaking wet socks in my wet shoes that just go that like squeegee sound. Sometimes I can't handle certain things, and that's one of them. There's not a lot of things that I can't handle. Like, I clean, like, my dog's poop and shit and stuff like that. I know I just use a double, but sometimes I clean up after, well, I always clean up after my dogs, but it's not that bad. I feel like a lot of times, I finally get it when people say, like, when you don't have kids and you have kids, there's a difference between, like, taking care of someone else's kids and taking care of your own. It's gross when it's someone else's kid, but it's nice when, like, not nice, but it's okay when it's your own. It's okay when it's my own. I have to clean up after a separate dog, and I'm kind of like, eh. What was it? I didn't get the NIKKE story quite well. Are they models or are some like unique models or something? They're all, so, oh my gosh, I have so much to cover in NIKKE. NIKKEs are kind of like, think of them kind of like cyborgs or androids. They all are, or they all were once human, but they had their brains implanted into NIKKE bodies. So they're manufactured into these bodies to be able to try to reclaim the surface that got taken over by these monsters. So they're basically like foot soldiers in a sense. But each NIKKE has different purposes. So some are within the safe house, you can say it, I guess. Some are within the safe house of the Ark, which is like the underground place that the humans are hiding in at the moment. I know! I have so much to talk about with this. I don't even know. What does NIKKE stand for? NIKKE is just the actual characters. Like, NIKKE is what they're officially called, like the not models, but the cyborg android thing that they are. They're just called NIKKEs. Okay, let me switch over to gaming because I have so much to talk about and I don't know how to do it without showing you so much things. I'm so excited. Let me know if the sound is too loud or too quiet. This is one of my biases, by the way. The one on the left, her name is Prika, and she's amazing. I love her. These are idol girls, actually, so their role in the Ark is entertainment. Are you sure it doesn't stand for something? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Wait, let me look this up online real quick so I don't sound like an ass. Does NIKKE stand for anything? Goddess of victory. It's just an extra K added to Nike. You know, I could have probably guessed that because Nike, the god Nike, like the Nike shoes, is representative of victory. So this is the female version, NIKKE Goddess of Victory, which is the full name of the game. Which makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. I do want to mention that I can't do a full-fledged long stream. The reason is because I have another appointment after this, actually, where I'm going to be recording more content. During this break, I'm trying to still make content at the same time as taking care of the dogs, going with family, and all this other stuff. So it makes it difficult at the same time to do streaming, which is why I wanted to give a sneak peek to the kind of content I want to make in the future, which is NIKKE content. NIKKE has so much to go through though. There's so many like even like mini games and stuff like that. I have so many things that I want to talk about that I just can't in one go at least. But let me go to the outpost first. This is pretty much where we're going to be going and hanging out today. The command center and that whole series of archives is in here, so we can see everything that's ever happened in NIKKE. They do add some of the past events slowly here, so even if they're not all there at the time, they will be added. And they just added a way to see everything in chronological order, which, by the way, the one that's in order today is gonna be this one here, the New Year, New Sword. This is the first chronologically. It's not the first that had come out, you know? The first that's come out as far as like when you first get into the game. Oh, what was that? The first that's come out as far as like when you first get in the game is gonna be chapter 1, which is right, or chapter 0, I guess, which is right here. And you'll see there were a ton of other things that happened before chapter 1, right? So we get a little sneak peek into the story the more we get in. But I want to see what it's like at the very beginning, especially since you guys haven't seen it. It'll probably give you a little more context. I will be... Okay, I'm going to be honest about what I'm recording. I'm going to be recording someone's first reaction to NIKKE, which is chapter 0. I think I'm going to probably do chapter 0, chapter 1 until it gets to a significant point. So, when I edit that video, you guys are going to see why I'm pretty much in love with this game. This game from chapter 0 to 1 is what drew me in, and I am so excited. Oh my gosh, I wish I could edit it right now, but this was the earliest that I could get a meeting with my friend to be able to show you, because that person has not played any of NIKKE. I'm so excited. Okay. But yes, this is going to be the first event. Oh wait, they do have a release. So this does show you when each event was released, like with the chapters and also with the events. Pretty cool, right? All right. Recollections. We go here. And the one that we're going to do today is New Year, New Sword, which is the kickoff to all the events that's happening. I haven't actually read this event, so all of this is going to be new to me. We're going to figure it out together. New Year, New Sword, this one. It has Scarlet in it, and you actually still get to... You get to experience the event, but you also pick up all the stuff that comes with it. So if there's music, if there's artwork, if there's a lobby screen animation, and lobby screen animation being like these ones that I have at the beginning. I had a sussy one, which isn't surprising with NIKKE, that got added to this list because I did the costume gacha. Costume gachas are optional, by the way. Costume gachas are optional, but I like hot women enough to spend money, so... These are some of the lobby screens that I have. And I really like all the work that was put into making these live 2Ds. So this was from the recent Idol event. Then we have Frima, who's one of my favorite characters. This was from the train event. This event was so sad. I have so much I could gush to you about with NIKKE, and it's all story related. Well, okay. It's not all story related. Some of it is ass related, but still. Okay. Let's go into it. We are going to start New Year, New Sword. It usually has some kind of preface that comes with it. So we'll get to see what it shows us here. Oop, I have to go scroll back down. The event that I usually share with people when they're going into NIKKE for the first time, outside of just the starting, like, Chapter 0 stuff, is Nyanya Paradise, because that one wrecks me. It all, like, if you are a animal lover, it will speak to you. All right, ready? We're going to try to get through as much of this as possible. Yeah, we're going to try to get through this as much as possible. Because, like I said, I have somewhere to go directly after this. I'm hoping to get through at least I'm hoping to get to at least some kind of plot point that it will be good to stop off at. By the way, damn. A small concert is being held in the outpost. Wait, should I put this in English? It's too late. All of the NIKKEs from the various squads have gathered under one roof. The counters. Aegis. This is off, by the way, because the ones beforehand were Aegis. We're the counters. Made for you. The other one was made for you. Happy Zoo. We're a little off in these. 777 was the last one. Why is it like this? ACPU? No. The carronades and even unlimited. That's so funny. Who's my favorite Nikke? Siren. Little Mermaid is my favorite. I love her to death. Unbreakable Sphere was the event that she came out in, and she was the one that actually tied me to Nikke. Because I actually skipped through all the beginning part of Nikke just to play the gacha and get hot women, not knowing that the actual story was good. I only joined the game because someone was like telling me about the story briefly, but I learned about the other side of plot. And I played for that plot, only to know that the real plot was where the real juice was at. Man, this is what happens when you judge a book by its cover and only look at the cover. That's like... No, I'm not gonna say it, but... It's like if the outside was like a crazy era, like a erotic novel, but then on the inside, it's so like tame, it's so vanilla that it's like the biggest thing that happens is they touch hands. That's like what it looks like with Nikke. Is it too loud, too quiet? There's voice acting, so I didn't want to put it too quiet, too loud. I'll raise the volume just a little bit. Can we judge the plot for its plot? I did, okay. But everyone does. This is why it's so fun to share with people what this what this game actually is about. Not only that, but the designs are incredible, like super intricate. Madonna on her wrist cuff. Tetra's the company that she's from, the manufacturer she's from. Noise is her name on her thigh. Like, there's a lot that's here. Noise is on her collar here too. She's so pretty. Question mark. This is us, the commander. Noise descends from the stage and approaches me. Thank you. She kissed me! Imagine if you didn't have the visual. For those past few exclamation points, can you imagine if you didn't have the visual? After giving me a brief kiss on the cheek, Noise heads back up on the stage. Noise! Hi, Chisumi! I didn't know you played Nikke! You're gonna have to hit me up on Nikke! Just recently caught up on the story. I have to catch up on the story. I want to read everything in chronological order, but I do want to catch up with the recent chapters just because I cannot wait. I'm so impatient! I couldn't even wait the 30 seconds to microwave my food. I take it out at like 10 seconds left because 20 seconds is already 20 seconds too long. I do. Oh my god, I need to add you. Give it to me. I'll kick someone off my list easily with no remorse. I'm already like that type of person where if you don't log in, this is how addicted I am to Nikke. If you don't log in within a day, I kick you off my friends list and add someone else immediately. I need my friend points, my social points. It's a cutthroat world out here. Having this in the background as sound is wild. No, you don't understand. I had to do my dailies and I was at my parents' place. So I was sitting beside my dad as he was watching TV. I don't even know what we were watching. I'm pretty sure it was just some random thing he watches in Korean on TV. And in the middle of it, there's just... I'm pretty sure it's a battle sound where they get injured. But that's like what sounded. I'm lucky I didn't have the sound all the way up when it played, but I heard it and I covered my phone so quick and turned off my phone. I had to make sure, like, I hold my phone slightly away from my dad just so he doesn't see the hot women on my screen and think there's something wrong. But Miri, that's so unchristian-like of you. I'll DM you my friend code. Yes, thank you. I'm excited. I'm excited. Also love it whenever I find fellow girlies who partake in Nikke. Guys, do you know what surprises me? What surprises me is that there's actually a good ratio of women who play this game. I feel like that tells you something too. Is like, I think in Korea and Japan, China maybe, the people who play this game, 30 to 40% are women, which is pretty incredible for a game like this that does a lot of women fan service. So like male gazy fan service. So it's actually so good. Eating her photo across the room. I can't do that because then he'll know something's wrong. I don't want him to turn over my shoulder and be like, let me see what you're watching, in like a stern Asian dad voice, trying to like take away my phone like when I was a kid. I told you, me moving out of the house is me trying to do all the things that my dad and mom wouldn't let me do when I lived under their roof. I need to adult the way I want to. That's the whole point of adulting for me. I can't just have him take away my phone. Stream chat is broken. Thank you. I always seem to forget this. Who's your favorite waifu? Oh my gosh. I just answered this and I will gush however many times I need to. Siren, Little Mermaid. I will say she's very closely tied with Red Hood for me. Red Hood is really up there for me too. Red Hood is just like more tomboyish, which is my usual taste in women. But Siren, her story broke me so hard. Like, I'd let her break my back. That's how bad it is. Like, that's how good she is. My god, I love her. She's just such a precious cinnamon roll. I want to protect her with my life and be my wife. Like, also, this is supposed to be New Year, New Sword. I'm a little, like, I'm half a year too late for New Year, but I'm also curious because we haven't gotten to any of the stuff with Scarlet, and this is supposedly like the very first part of the story. And I thought I would see a little bit more of Scarlet since this is about her and her sister, I'm pretty sure. You guys won't know who Scarlet is for anybody who's new to Nikke. I also don't know much about Scarlet's past. But so far, everything seems modern time here. I have no idea what's going on here. If it's too quiet, again, let me know and I'll raise the volume. They want me to... They're jealous. They want me to wipe off my face. I think they'd rip off my skin if they could. This is definitely like the male gazy portion, or, you know, for me it's just my gazy portion. Your favorite Nikke is Dorothy? You fucked up with that. I feel like you can tell a little bit more about a person by their favorite Nikke. She's plastered all over my account. She's not a bad pick. She's not a bad pick, but I definitely think you fucked up for that one. Listen, she's valid for everything. I think she's totally valid. She's still crazy though. She's like the epitome of yandere. She takes all the stereotypes of yandere, like think about all the way to her pink hair, which I'm not saying you're a yandere, but I'm saying I see signs that might be slightly concerning. I can fix her. You know you don't want to fix her. Every person who's ever been like, I want to fix her, that is not true. Every time I hear this, they actually want to be broken by someone, not, they don't want to fix. They're like, break me. Y'all are liars. All liars in my chat. As the counters start to bicker amongst each other, I feel like we're starting to draw attention from the rest of the crowd. I'm an open and honest Dorothy apologist. You are so real for that because... Listen, stand for your waifu. There's nothing more than just like being a proponent for your waifu. Everybody be like, this is my waifu, but they're not gonna fight for their waifu. They ain't gonna fight for their waifu. I will say, I'm sorry, Chi, but your waifu already got a waifu too. Your waifu already got a waifu, so you're literally like... I think what's messed up about Dorothy waifus is that their waifu already has a waifu, so they're just basically in the cuck chair. They're just watching themselves get cucked by waifu. I think that's what makes me that's what makes me want to bully people who have a Dorothy as their waifu, I think. The cuck chair waifu. It's okay, I'll go alone. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I beat? I guess I do beat. I beat a swift retreat before we draw any more unwanted attention. Bobbles. In order to take a breather from the intensity of the concert, I decide to take a walk in the empty park before going back in. As I'm walking, I hear someone call out to me. God damn, that voice is beautiful. Exclamation point without the moan. Hello. I saw that my frames were dropping. Am I back? I saw that my frames were dropping. My OBS got disconnected for a second. I got disconnected from you guys. I feel like this is us, the line drawn between us, where I'm in the water and you guys are up there wondering what I'm doing. You're still here? Let's go! In the end, I'm still here. It's still me. Yes. So this art is absolutely gorgeous. I actually had this art as my computer background for a long time, even though I didn't know where it was from in NIKKE. NIKKE just makes gorgeous art, so I always have something NIKKE related. On my laptop, it's Prika and Mint on my laptop. It's so crazy because I get so fixated on my waifus that I don't see the other option there. So there's like Prika and Mint as idol duo, and I didn't even know Mint was there. I just saw Prika. That's my bad. I get so obsessed. Ah, beautiful. Wait, did I choose who I'm playing? Oops. What are you doing here?
一人でいっぱいやるにも少し寂しくて、坊ちゃんと飲もうかとこっそりやってきたのだ。だが音楽が聞こえてくるではないか。それで坊ちゃんを探すのは一旦やめて、音楽をつまみにいっぱいやっていたのさ。
In other words, you were drinking alone?
そうなるか?
The blush on her face.
まあ、細かいことは良いではないか。風の吹くまま、雲の流れるまま、思うがままに生きればよい。
Sounds like a life unencumbered. Sounds like the philosophy of a layabout. I just talked about how now you can do things without being punished for it because you are your own adult. So I can't judge her for her drinking addiction. That's the, what do you call it? The kettle calling the something something, and I need to change the color of my kettle. Something like that.
やはり坊ちゃんはよくわか
Hi
っておる。
Hyper! Hi! Welcome! Welcome back!
自由な人生なのだ。
Surprise stream. I wanted to do the voice acting for this, I remembered late, but I'm totally fine with listening to the voice acting for this because their voice actors are so good. Question mark. Oh, it's blah blah. Commander, I suggest you run. The other Nikkes found out about Noi's kissing you, and they're riled up about it. They don't want to be bested by her, and they're about to find you. And your cheek. Both of them? I love surprise stream Nikkei time. I'm so ready. Yes! Kissing. I think it's so crazy. I mean, I'm not the most, like, touchy. I guess, like, I don't mind holding hands and stuff, but I'm not the most touchy-feely with friends and stuff like that. So I feel like I cringe when it's like kissing, so I go kiss and then I kiss you. It makes me just make it slightly less. It's not that it's cringy, but I guess it's cringy for me. It's like, shit, public affection, public affection. Nikke can eat, so they can eat. They don't have to eat. Nikke can eat. Some of them, they eat because it's to make themselves mentally sound so they don't lose the idea of like, oh, I'm not a human, but I'm a Nikke. It's so that they can feel like some level of human, you know? You're like not a skinship person. That's so valid. Thank you. Yeah. I don't mind like a hug, like a side hug or like handshakes or like touching hands and stuff like that. But it's the like kissing you, like going so close to you. If you're not close to me, then I'm just like, oh okay. Oh, okay. I guess this is happening right now. If I remember correctly, they can fart too. They can do everything that a person can, but they don't have to do anything. Excuse me. Ugh, excuse me. They can burp too, I guess, if I was a Nikke. Anis is particularly Commander, where are you? Are you at the outpost? Anis? Quick, Commander, you've got to run before they catch you. If anyone lays a finger on you, I will kill them myself. Personally, don't keys the homies. Yeah, me, I don't keys the homies. I joke about making out with my tongue in no. But I would never actually do that. This is why Anis is my favorite ride or die. I think there's a heavy emphasis on die though for that one. What news?
坊ちゃんは今日もお嬢ちゃんたちに愛されて困っているようだな。
I'm in a real pickle, ma'am.
どこでもいいから逃げたいといった顔だな。どうだい？私と一緒に日の出でも見に行かないか？
Very heavy, my best girl. You know, I feel like I missed the chance to really get to know Anis in the beginning because I skipped through so many of the early chapters. I hear all the time how Anis is everybody's favorite when they first get into Nikke. Out of the counters, she's like everybody's best girl. But for me, I never got really close to the counters experience from the beginning because I skipped through so many early chapters. For me, it's always been like, oh, I love Bredy. Oh, I love Scarlet. Or not Scarlet. I do like Scarlet, but I already love Blanc Noir. I love frickin' Siren. It's been a lot of characters outside of counters that I got used to first. So I never really got the chance to get to know and love the counters the way that I do now. After the event with TT Star, after Goddess Fall. Like, Goddess Fall doesn't really have a lot of counters, actually. It's like the chapter that's after Goddess Fall when you see Anis get her uniform, like her new outfit. These are the ones that I really got close to. These are the times that I got more like, oh, counters go. Dude, the early bit, she's all mean, but I kind of like that. Hyper, I have some questions. And I think all of them got answered in that little bit of quotations. Scarlet's Japanese VA is so cute. I love the Japanese voice actors, which is why my game is in Japanese. I do think that I need to listen to more of the English voice actors, mostly because I would like to practice voice acting myself, which is why I was originally going to make this without any kind of voice acting. One day, though. One day. I regret not getting Anis's outfit. I still cry. Oh my gosh. I wish I didn't whale as much as I did. I'm not like a heavy whale. I'm more like a fish, I guess. And I'm like an anchovy compared to some of the whales out there. But I still put out for Nikke. Like, I got the costume for Moran recently. I also got the costume for Red Hood. I got the costume for Anis. I think the skin, like the gachas, anything that has been in a gacha lately, I've gotten almost every one of them. I haven't done any of the passes though. I wish I did some of them though. Like the dinosaur skin with Miran, I would rather get that than the most recent skin with Miran. I'm very particular about the type of women I like. That is not true, but I love women. But I do have preferences. Can you share your Nikke buddy needs help? Listen, I'm barely scraping by myself. I put out my funds for my Nikke girls. I bought the Idol Dorothy because my weakness... Listen, though. I'm not gonna lie, Chi. I like a lot of Dorothy skins. Like, Serendipity Dorothy, that Nikke, actual Nikke. Like, separate Nikke unit. She is gorgeous. She has probably the best ass in Nikke, in my opinion. It's not the fattest ass, but it's like the perfectly shaped ass. She is like my favorite ass in the game. But when it comes to that skin in particular, I feel like it's not her best outfit. Mostly because for me, she looks like a mother trying to be an idol in an outfit. I think that she has a better fit with the Dorothy Serendipity. And also, oh my gosh, the iconic one where she's like leaning over the table with the switch between like the gothic style and then also the cute fluffy style. It reminds me of Chi from Chobits. I don't know if you know that anime. I still need all of the Dorothys. Pretty fair. I won't be mad at that. I won't be mad at that. I'll repay you with the most beautiful siren art. Listen, I cannot. I can barely feed this addiction and I just made another account, so... Wait, why the sunrise?
So.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. I had a friend who commissioned me to make art of them with the style of Chobits. Inspired by Cheese, so that's so cool. Another account? Yes. So remember how I said that I'm gonna be walking a friend through the story after stream? This is why I can't stream for a long time, but I yap so much that we're not gonna get through hardly any of this story. The reason why I'm ending stream around 2 to 3 hours is because I'm going to be walking a friend through the story of Nikke. And instead of starting them on their own account, because they're not sure if they're actually going to keep playing Nikke, I'm doing it through a separate second account from me. But if I happen to play on a second account, you know, don't be mad. Don't be mad at me. It's just another opportunity to get more Nikke, you know. I get my dopamine fix because I can do it a second time. I'm happy though because I finally got Dorothy on this account versus me struggling before. I know what you mean with struggling. I have such a problem with gotta catch 'em all addiction. I am such a Pokemon like gotta catch 'em all type person, so I want every Nikke to the point that now I am only missing the abnormal Nikkes that were from past events and Delta Ninja. Those are the only ones. Oh, and some of the winter ones. I have all the summer units. I'm missing the winter like Ludmilla and Mika. Those are the only ones I'm missing. Prepare to be depressed, it's Nikke after all. Listen, I'm already ready. My butthole is puckered and waiting. Like, I know that I will have to wait through so much depression. Every story within Nikke has been much deeper than I ever thought it could be, and it made me feel so much more than I thought it was going to from an ass game. I'm so headstrong. I really want to have a full Dorothy only team one day. I hear stuff like that with Anis. Like, you can have a full team of Anis Burst. I'm trying to get Summer Helm at the moment. Still missing every winter skin except Guillotine and Summer. I miss Neon, Eleg, and Dorothy. No, you have to get at least Dorothy. I think Dorothy's skin is the one that I love, or Dorothy's outfit is the one that I love the most. Came for the plot, stayed for the plot. I love all sorts of plot, and I get it all fulfilled off of this game. There's no other game that does this for me. I love so many games. I built this channel off of roguelike games, but Nikke has got me in a chokehold, and I'm gonna die from asphyxiation. This game is so good. Dorothy's so gorgeous, but I'm an Eleg lover. Listen, then you get so much out of the Eleg skin. Like, If you see Eleg, that is definitely for Eleg lovers. I got her on the last day with a single pull. That's what made me like remember Eleg the most. Nikke Plot put this game in my top 10. I never cried so hard. Me too. Every event. I think the event that I cried the most recently that I didn't realize I would cry at all because of how innocuous it was the event with the older lady and all of AZX. That one took me through a loop because it felt so happy and innocuous at the beginning, like making friends and stuff like that, only to get wrecked by the ending. Terminus ticket, yeah. I'm whipped for fictional women. Happy Pride. I'm ready there with you. Nikkes, I can take all of them, please. I was saying how I wish there was an opposite game of Nikke called Nick so that I could have the male equivalent of Nikke.
新年は日の出を見ながら迎えるものであろう
Okay, where should we go?
本物の日の出を見るならどこに行くべきだいもちろん地上だ
I love sunrise. Lately I've actually been up really early in the morning. Oh my gosh, Biscuit's dog! Look at this! This dog is so funny. He looks like such a gremlin. Honestly, this reminds me of my dog so much because it looks like a gremlin, but the moment that they're quiet, they look exactly like that, ears pushed back. Johan is literally male Nikke. That's why I'm saying I need other male Nikkes like that. I need male Nicks that look like Johan and they... Come on. I know Shift Up you could do it. First successfully genetically modified ex-commander VTuber. Yeah. I can't believe the live 2Ds, the dog in combat. I mean, she's got Tem. Okay, hold on. I want to change up my team here. Carefully staying out of sight of the other Nikkes roaming the outpost, Scarlet and I make our way to the lift.
無事に頬を守りエレベーターに乗ることができたな
Thanks for your help.
んそういえば何を持っているのだい
I raised the flower that Noise gave to me. Oh, this? Someone gave it to me as a present.
それはバラだな成果ではなさそうだ造花だろうか
I believe so, yes.
久しぶりに見たのいくら地上を歩き回っていてもバラの種を見かけず諦めていたがまさかこうしてまた見ることができるとは
Oh my gosh. If it's Scarlet, I would search the world for a rose for her and probably get killed by a rapture on the way. For hot women, I'll go to the ends of the earth for you, girl. Do you like roses?
私ではない姉さんが好きな花だ
You had a sister?
ん坊ちゃんに言っていなかったかいたのだよずっと昔のことさ
I'm sorry.
なぜ謝るのだ昔のことだと言っただろ悲しさも風とともに過ぎ去った
Dots.
着いたようだなでは日の出が美しく見える場所に行くとしようか
Yes.
ここからまっすぐ2時間くらい歩けばいい
2 hours? I did say I would go across the world for her.
苦労した分それだけのものが見られるぞ
Scarlet closes her eyes and feels the bitterly cold breeze brush up against her face.
やはり年の瀬の風は冷たいな
You're getting a bit of lag here and there? I don't know why. Let me see if I can close some programs and if that'll help. I usually keep Opera up on the side just so that I can watch the stream at the same time, since my OBS chat goes a little bit delayed compared to the window. But I think this should be okay. Let me see. Is there anything else I can close? Maybe this, my settings. I keep more windows open than I think I do. Okay. That's as many windows as I can close feasibly. Thanks for letting me know, Chi. What are you referring to?
いや、こちらの話だ。ずっと昔の出来事を思い出したのだ。
I see. So this is how we go to the past.
近
Get
接
like
戦
a
闘部
memory
隊
of the
という
past.
のを聞いたことがあるかね。
Melee squad.
初めて聞いたという顔だね。仕方のないことかもしれぬな。アークのお嬢ちゃんたちを見るにもう生産していないようだ。そういう意味では成功したわけか。
Were you a part of this squad by any chance?
そうだ。まあ、私の武器を見れば予想できるであろう。
I thought you said you had a mind switch and you don't remember anything.
そうだ。記憶のほとんどを失ってしまったというのが正しい。だが、いくら思考転換を繰り返しても決して
Multiple?
忘れられない強烈な記憶がある。私にとってはその時の記憶がそれだ。
What kind of memories do you still remember?
ほう、聞きたいのかね。
I'm dying to know. I'm a little curious, sure. I'm a little curious.
少し顔には気になって仕方ないと書いてあるぞ。いいだろう。
I feel like a child when
ちょ
she
うど
said
長
that.
く
The
静
look
か
on your
な道
face
のり
says
だ。
you're more excited than you're
思い
telling
出
me.
話を語るのも悪くなかろう。どこから話そうか。よし、ここからにしよう。おほん。昔々、地上に初めてラプチャーが進行してきた頃、共にニケになった二人の姉妹が住んでいた。わあ、
I love the.
久しぶりの手合わせね。
She's so gorgeous.
今回で985回目だったか
If
な。
it's not obvious for you guys too, the left side is the present day Scarlet that we just talked to.
ふざけてないで真剣にやれ。はいはい、わかったって。
God, her
ちゃんとやるね。
sister. Afraid.
参るぞ。来なさい。
And her sister, I think, is the older sister? No? Okay. I wanted to update my team because I have a bunch of ones here. And I think it'll go by faster if I just have a full team of my higher units. So... I'm home.
戦果を上げ。
Actually, Ani's hits were a lot harder, surprisingly. Crown and then
私
Pravati.
をお望みですか。 さっさと終わらせましょう。
Yeah, see, I got the Ani skin. Honestly, her back looks really good. I got her because I really like the color of her hair, the flames that come out of her hair. It's so pretty, but it feels so... I know that Nikke goes like overboard, like they do so many cool things that make the details, you know? But damn, they went overboard with her. I remember it was so hard on Nikke, I think, like the actual game, that it was frozen when you hit the animation before. When you tried to shoot with her, especially in the Nikkepedia, she just stayed stuck. Oops. She's so beautiful. She's gorgeous. The tip of Rose's sword gently presses against Scarlet's throat.
負けを認めよう。
今回は焦ったよ。一撃が重くなったわね。次は本当に負けちゃうかも。
余
She's
裕
so
で勝
nice
って
to
お
her
いて、
sister.
よくも嘘をペラペラと。
いやいや、余裕なんか
Anis
じゃな
has
か
a
った
great
よ。
smile. She's definitely built for idol.
これで985戦976勝9引き分けかな。
Oh my gosh, she has a mole on
こ
her
っそり
chest.
勝ちを増やすでない。975勝10引き分けだ。
騙されなかったか。
Like her clavicle. Beauty mark.
でも私がお姉ちゃんでしょ。剣くらいは私の方が上手くないとね。
I feel like a lot of people
他
don't
は
know,
何でも蓮の方が上手いでしょ。
but I'm such a huge like fan of I'm such a huge fan of beauty marks. Actually, for even my own VTuber, I have quite a number of beauty marks. I think I specifically planned 9 beauty marks because 9 is supposed to be a lucky number or a favorite number of dragons. But I love like how detailed Nikke's can get, and you can literally find hidden beauty marks. Damn, like even when you look at their legs and stuff like that. Not that I'm being no, I am. But when you look at their legs, they even have the muscular structure, like with Rose on the inner leg, not by her ass fang, but like you can see the muscle slash bone where it would naturally be on a person, right? I think it's so cool, the level of detail they add to Nikke's.
掃除も
I know what you
料理
are,
も
a pervert.
几帳面なところも。
私たちが作られた目的は何だ。姉さんも私も剣を使うニケ。ならば剣術が最も重要であろう。
そうかな。いつか蓮は私に勝つって思ってるけど、花に10日の紅なし、永遠なんてないでしょ。いつか蓮が私を倒す日もきっと来るはずよ。今じゃないみたいだけどね。
その余裕、いつかへし折ってやろう。
期待してるね。
Anyone who plays this game is playing themselves if they don't think they're slightly
放送？
pervy.
ご案内いたします。館内にいらっしゃる特殊改良量産個体 A 近接戦闘型ニケの皆さんは全員訓練場にお集まりください。
This person in the loudspeaker is good as an announcer type, but I wish that they added the like announcing effect, you know, as if it's being put through a speaker. Because even if this is high tech, and I feel like the universe that they put this in is very high tech, I don't think you would hear it this clearly as it is, you know? It's just a small detail. I'm just being nitpicky.
繰り返します。
急に招集だなんて何かあったのかな。
さあ、ひとまず行こう。
全員集まったが。
Oh, there's the other ones.
はい。
I love how indistinct every other Nikke looks compared to
そうか
the main character
全員
Nikke's.
いるのだな。はあ本当にしなければならないのか。なぜよりによって私がこんなことをしてゴッデスになれるわけでもないのに、あの傭兵上がりにはフェアリーテールモデルが配属されて、なぜ私には。
お？
いつまで立っていればいいのだ。
ああ、全員集まったんだな。
はい。
これまでのテストにより君たちが高く評価された結果、今後は近接戦闘部隊という名で任務を受け戦場に出ることになった。したがって近接型として作られた特殊改良量産個体 A 近接戦闘型2系10名は戦力確保に向けた潜入および奪還任務を担当する。指揮は私が行う。
私たちと一緒に人間の体で。
じゃあなんだっけ、私たちにもゴッテス部隊みたいに指揮官がつくんですか。
そうだ。
They want this guy to die. He doesn't know that the rate that commanders die is pretty high. So I think his coworkers hate him.
ゴッテス部隊の功績が思ったより大きいようだな。そのようなことが決まりになるほどとは。
何か質問はあるか？そういえば、そうか。
はい。
君が最終テストでトップの成績だったそうだ。部隊のリーダーは君になるだろう。
ああ、リーダーって成績順だったんですね。びっくりです。
心にもないことを。話は以上だ。各自持ち場に戻れ。明日午前に任務エリアに移動する。各自武装の準備を徹底しろ。
The United Forces of Humanity officer leaves hurriedly.
ついに実戦か。本物のラプチャーをこの手で。
Woo! I got chills. I love when it like I think something that NIKKE is really good at is the pauses in between, because they do have these combat sections in between, but they do leave you just enough that you feel like you got a significant story section and you're waiting for the next one. Because most of these events have it where you're getting 5 chapters, or not 5 chapters, you know, 5 sections, and then you get the next 5 sections, and then you have hard mode and you get the final, like the finale. I think they space out the story beats so well that you're not really left wanting more, in a sense of like everything feels complete within their own section. It just gives you a little bit of a taste of what's coming for the next section. Next stage! The day of the mission. An oppressive silence fills the transport vehicle as it heads towards the target area.
レン、
なんだ。
静かだなーって思って。初めての任務だから緊張する？
まさか。ラプチャーを切れると思うと武者震いが止まらないのだ。
そっか。レンがそう言うならそうなんだろう
Her
ね。
sister looks so young. Like, Scarlet is the younger sister, but she looks like the older sister.
リリー・バイス少佐の
And
こ
she
と
doesn't look
知ってる
old.
でしょ？
ニケでその名を知らぬ者はいないだろう。人類にニケという存在を知らしめた最初で最強のニケなのだから。
だよね。リリー・バイス少佐って本当に素敵よね。すごく綺麗で強くて。一般 B チームの子たちから聞いたんだけど、力が強すぎてラプチャーを引き裂いちゃったんだって。
引き裂いた？ラプチャーを？
それも素手で。少佐が投入されるたびにラプチャーがポーンポーンって吹き飛ぶらしいわよ。
She says it so cutely.
素手での近接戦でそのような結果を上げたから。人類連合軍としても近接戦闘を諦められず、私たちのような近接戦闘用に改良した量産型ニケを作ったというわけか。
Oh, interesting. They're considered mass-produced.
それだけ強いリリー・バイス少佐も初めは緊張したはずよ。
なぜ姉さんにわかる？
なんとなくそんな気がするの。誰も叶わなかった存在と向き合って大切なものを守らないといけないんだから。
そもそも強いものならば緊張などしないのではないか？
そうかな。私はあの人もニケになる前は人間だったから、私たちと同じように緊張したんじゃないかなって思うわ。
She does a really good job of like
初
stepping
めて
into
の
the
こと
other
は
person's
誰で
shoes.
も緊張するものよ。
I know that Scarlet's
姉さんも
known for brute
緊張してい
forcing
る
a
の
lot
か？
of things, but she's
そりゃ
her
もち
sister's
ろん。
definitely
私だ
more
って地
level-headed.
上でラプチャーと戦った
I think
こ
that's
と
the
は
most
ない
like
の
older
よ。
sister thing, like
実戦は
older
初めて
sister
だ
like
し
she is.
緊張するし怖いわ。でもこの感情も今だけよ。この世に永遠なんてないんだから。この緊張感も不安も慣れたら何ともなくなるわよ。
Yeah, this is the most
今回の
older
任務で
sister
そう
like
な
that
るっ
she
て
is, being able to
私
give
は
like
信
these
じてる。
subtle advices
姉さん。
without telling her that she's necessarily wrong. The
着いたみたい
military
ね。
vehicle screeches to a stop.
任務エリアに到着した。総員位置につけ。
はーい。さあ、それじゃあ行こっか。
I hope she becomes a playable NIKKE in the future. I already really like her. See, look at... I can believe that the ones in the back are all mass-produced, but when you look at Scarlet and Rose, it's so clear that they're not mass-produced, it feels like. Hi, Onikage! Welcome, welcome! Welcome, welcome.
地上型ラプチャー20機を肉眼で確認。
We're walking through the
建
New
物
Year
から
New
降下
Sword.
すれば
I've never played
直
this,
ちにラ
so
プチャーの
I'm
群れの
very
中心部に
excited.
到達できる位置です。
I know a little bit about the story hits, but not
そうか。
everything.
では全部壊してこい。
Oh,
Let's
she...
go.
He's talking through the walkie-talkie too? This has the same feeling for me earlier that I wish they just added a little bit more where you don't get the, like, where you get a little bit of the buzzy sound when you usually talk on walkie-talkies. I'm just nitpicking a little bit, but nice to meet you, Miri and chat. And it's nice to meet you too! Welcome, welcome! Yeah, I'm so excited. Are you a NIKKE player too? I'm guessing so. I'm guessing so. This game is so good. I'm trying to introduce it a little bit more to my chat, my community, and stuff like that. So I'm always excited to see other people who love NIKKE too. The resounding thud of footsteps echoes out, along with great vibrations of the earth. Before them stand the cold, piercing gaze of an emotionless killing machine. It is far more massive and threatening than anything any of them have seen in the simulations. Everyone holds their breath in terror. No one dares take the plunge into the rapture lair.
あの中に飛び込んであれを切らなきゃいけないんだよね。銃じゃなくて剣で。 The panic-stricken voice of one of the Nikkes rings out, filling everyone else with ever-increasing dread. The atmosphere is uneasy, restless, tense. I'm a NIKKE player, also a Japanese voice fan, and a Hoyo player. Oh my goodness, you play a lot! How do you keep up with everything? I can hardly keep track of one. I play a lot of roguelike games, but NIKKE is like the one gacha game I can keep track of. And I say I would tell you that I don't spend as much money on it, but I can't. That'd be lying. It'd be lying. Scarlet feels like her feet are being weighed down with concrete blocks. Yeah, the voice acting in this game, the story, the plot, all of it got me hooked to this game.
私は剣の方が簡単だと思うけど。遠くから銃を撃っても外したら終わりだけど、私たちは違うでしょ。私たちなら少しぐらい手元が狂っても何かは切れるはずだから。
Ooh.
姉さん。
Rose is so suited to being a leader.
それに銃より剣の方が素敵じゃない？
Rose leaps down into the midst of the rapture horde. It's so hard if you play more than 3 or 4 gacha games. It is! I couldn't keep track of one because I remember playing my first gacha game and spending $200 on one character and being like, that's it, I can't do it, I can't do it. This is the first gacha game that's gotten me back into gachas because you don't necessarily need to play the gacha elements. Like, you don't have to spend money to get characters. I know a ton of people who get a lot of the new units without spending a single cent, and yet I have to spend gold tickets and tons of money to try to get the one. My luck is shite! It used to be pretty good when I first started. I miss so many events in Genshin, especially in ZZZ. See, that's what I'm saying! I'm so impressed that you can keep track of so many. As she plummets towards the ground, she begins swinging her sword at the raptures. In the blink of an eye, several raptures collapsed to the ground.
思ったより大したことないね。レン
Rose is
こ
so
んなこと
cool.
で緊張してるの？こんなのも着れなくてどうやって私に
Oh,
勝つ
she
つ
has
も
a
り？
beauty mark on her eye too.
緊張などしておらね
Even though Scarlet is more calm now, she was pretty cute before too. Like being so stubborn. She's so easily pushed into arguments and into doing stuff. She's so like, oh, you know what it is? It's being contrary. It's being contrary on purpose. Like, oh, you say I can't do this? I'm gonna do it then. You're saying that I'm not cool enough or I'm not strong enough to do X, then I'm gonna do it anyway. Scarlet stands up and leaps towards the raptures, to which Rose is currently laying waste. The blade cleaves through the raptures like a hot knife through butter. Their movements are repetitive, just like those she saw in the simulations. Their gaze, the positions of their cores. Scarlet is able to act almost instinctively as she works her way through the horde. Without thinking, she knows exactly where to strike the enemy, how to neutralize them entirely. She can do it. She can cut them. No longer do the raptures seem so frightening. Scarlet's blade bisects the rapture's core. Bisects.
大したことないな
そうでしょ？
ラプチャーだろうとなんだろうと切ってしまえばそれまでだ
Yes!
だからみんな怯えていないで降りてこい私が君たちの分まで切ってしまう前に
Whether or not this sonorous war cry reached her comrades, Scarlet does not recall. However, what she does remember is how everyone shook themselves free from the fetters of fear which held them, and together ventured forth, and swung their swords through endless raptures. And so it came to pass that her first mission, for which there had been decidedly low expectations, became a resounding success with an unprecedented absence of casualties on their end. Nikke, you just gotta buy the supply pass. I don't even do that, honestly. For me, it's just whatever crystals I can hoard, I take that. I sped through so much of the early game. Whoa, Nikke just freaking died. Oh no! I have to reopen, my bad. I feel like with Nikke, you don't have to spend even for the supply passes. I will say that sometimes I'll do the step-up packages, but I don't think you need to spend even a cent in the game if you don't want to. I got through so many of the early stuff with nothing, to the point that I surpassed my friend who introduced me to the game of Nikke. There's something so friendly about Nikke for new players that it surprises me that more people don't play or don't give it a chance. I was one of those people though. I definitely wish I got into Nikke sooner because the actual story is so good. I just based my feelings off of the first cover I saw. Oh yeah. I want Red Hood's. Yeah. Red Hood's lobby screen is my favorite. Okay. Let's hop back in. I wonder what caused it. I usually don't have frame drops and, what do you call it? I don't usually have frame drops and issues with Nikke closing, so I'm a little worried. Maybe because it's hot in here? New year, new sword. I hope I didn't miss anything either. Jump in. Start.
怖がることはありません。
Yes,
私が
okay.
解決してあげましょう。
Yeah, I don't feel like I have like there's no requirement to. I think that's what makes it so friendly is you don't have the requirement to do anything, but it's what you make of it and how much you want, like how much you personally want to put into it. This will help you for chapter 18 if you're still at the beginning. Soon you'll need a lot. Oh no. I've been playing for a little bit now. I've been playing since a little before the Unbreakable Sphere event. So I played probably during the start of the Bready event. I think that's the new flavor or true flavor. One of those is when I started. And I think by the time I got to the Unbreakable Sphere event, I far surpassed my friend. I got stonewalled though by the level caps. I'm at like 333 I think right now. I love the music in this event. I do too! NIKKE has some of the best music. That's why I'm saying NIKKE has some of the best things for anyone. Great music, great mini games. The actual strategy battle stuff is good for someone and not me. The gacha system, there's something for everyone. Even like if I was a rigger, because I'm a VTuber and I have friends who do rigging to make my model move, right? The actual live to do animations and the little like details they add to each NIKKE, that's also highly attractive for me and not just for their booty cheeks. In the days and weeks that followed, the melee squad was deployed on countless missions. The Rapture core shatters to pieces. Ooh, my English.
よし、じゃあ報告するね。報告します。このエリアを占拠していた全ラプチャーを排除し、人類連合軍第29司令部奪還任務を完了しました。
Oh, the other thing I want to add to is, other than already being beginner friendly, the gacha rates are better than a lot of the mainstream gachas out there. I think of like Grand Blue, I think of Fate, like some of the other gacha games that are out there. This one is so much easier to get into, so much more friendly to get into, in my opinion, especially during special events where you have a higher chance of getting certain units if you really want them. Their bodies had been designed to be more nimble than that of other mass-produced NIKKEs, allowing them to infiltrate and recapture key facilities which had fallen under Rapture control.
わあ、レン、ちょっとあれ見て。気持ち悪くない？あれって本当に機械なのかな？観察する余裕があるなら一体でも多く切ってくれ。
I feel like Scarlet just feels like the person who wants to put her kid on a leash, like, stop going XYZ, like she's having trouble like balancing everything.
どうしてそんなにせっかちなの？焦ったところで切るべきものは変わらないのよ。
Rose swings her sword, bisecting the Rapture.
心に余裕があればもっと上手に切れる。
Similar to other NIKKEs, they witnessed the succession of successful missions, defeating numerous Rapture hordes, along with numerous accomplishments. However, there were also sacrifices. Scarlet gazes at her fallen comrade lying on the ground.
厳しいだろう。頭の一部が完全に破壊されている。これは助からぬ。
そう。本部に送るために棺を用意してほしいって連絡するね。
ああ。
Their many accomplishments also brought forth an equal amount of positive changes.
正式な部隊になるかもしれない？
そうだ。
Why is he acting like this? If he's the commander in charge of this unit, which he mentioned at the beginning of this chapter or this past chapter, he sounds so exasperated at the responsibility of it, I guess. For having control over a successful unit. He's like, he can't be arsed to be part of a successful unit where he's getting carried by his NIKKEs. I don't get it.
驚くことにな。
何が変わる？
今より安定して部隊を運用できるようになるし、他の部隊に公的に支援要請をしたり受けたりできるかな。
あまり実感のない部分だな。
何言ってるの？名前がつくのよ。
I wish I could get princess carried by these one
支
like
援物
these
資の質と量が向上するの。
in this
それ
world
は悪くないな。
in this economy.
そういえば指揮官、私たちの追加支援物資はいつ頃？
上層部は一体何を考えているんだか。
Yeah, look at him. Can't be arsed.
なんだ、私を呼んだのか。
はい、呼びました。
指揮官と呼ぶなと言っただろう。階級で呼べ。
はい、注意。私たちの追加支援物資はいつ頃届きますか？この間から補給周期が少しずつ長くなっているようですが。
補給？戦況がどんどん悪化しているからだ。当然補給品も遅れるに決まっているだろう。
そうですか。
だからもっと努力して正式部隊になれ。補給物資を受け
I'm
取る
about
こ
to
とが
bust
できる
his
よう
ass
に。
in. I swear to God.
はい、もっと頑張ります。
As the missions became increasingly more difficult, so did the bonds between the Nikkes and the squad. What? So did the bonds between the Nikkes in the squad become closer. Sometimes the translation is a little bit odd in some of these places.
もうこんな時間、空も暗いし、拠点に戻るには微妙な時間ね。
あそこはどうだ？あそこなら一晩くらいは過ごせるだろう。
そうね。じゃあ今日はここで野営しましょう。
さっさと終わらせましょう。
It feels like the commander. Oh, excuse me. The lieutenant. It feels like the lieutenant knows something, or I don't know. It feels like he's plotting to work against it, so he doesn't have to work with the squad. The thumbnail's pretty. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I credit it all to Nikke's artworks because Nikke does the most beautiful art. I just tack my face on it sometimes. Scarlet sits near the window, keeping watch. Occasionally, she glances back at the others who are laughing and chatting amongst themselves.
平和だな。
いいと思わない？
Oops.
こういう平和な感じ。
平和すぎて任務中であることを忘れているのではないかと疑いたくなるがな。
最近任務続きでみんな疲れ果ててたでしょ。たまにはこういう平和な時間もないとね。
Something that Nikke is good at too is adding the background music. A lot of the background music is reused for certain scenes, but it really does set the mood of the scene really well. Genshin also same just by blessing of Walk-in Moon and Battle Pass, it helps a lot. It's like those things can definitely help boost. I love that you don't have to do those things, but if you want the option, it also helps you jump forward. I'm so jealous of people who are able to go and push themselves higher because I get so stuck. I think I'm stuck on the Tribe Tower at like the either early 300s or late 200s. I don't know because I haven't stepped in the tower in a while. Maybe I'll need to try it out again. But I've been hard-dwelled, but I don't know if it's because I'm personally not strong at the battle system. I'm very bad at like the strategy and battle system. So I know people who have quote-unquote less strong units than me, but are able to surpass me because they're better at strategy.
それでも気を緩めすぎてはいけない。
わかってるって。レンが部隊のみんなを大切に思ってること。みんなが油断して怪我をするんじゃないかって心配してるんでしょ。安心して。大丈夫。こうやって率先して見張りをしてくれる優しい妹もいるし、みんなああやってリラックスしてるように見えても、剣はそばに置いてるから。だから多めに見てあげてよ。久しぶりでしょ。
Cut them a little slack.
こうやってのんびりするのも。
わかった。
ということで、みんなが休んでる間も頑張ってくれてるレンのために。
Is it alcohol?
じゃーん。
Wait, is it actually?
これ補給品の中にあったの。 一緒に一杯どうかなって。
酒？何を考えている？任務中に酒など。
If only she knew what was coming.
まあまあいいじゃない。一杯だけよ。ニケになったのにまさかこれ一杯で酔うはずないでしょ。
しかし
そんな固いこと言わずに、ほら。
Damn, that's my type of woman. Rose fills a glass and hands it to Scarlet. After some hesitation, Scarlet grabs the glass.
乾杯。
Kanpai! Ow, I bit my lip.
いい香り。バラの香りかな。どうしたの？体に合わなかった？苦い？
苦すぎる。なぜこんなものを飲むのだ。
She's so baby here.
そっか、苦かったか。
私はもういらぬ。
残念。私は気に入ったのに。昔人間だった頃、あの頃もこうやって一緒にお酒を飲んだことあったのかな。
わからない。私たちが覚えているのは姉妹だったということだけだ。
不思議だよね。どうしてそれだけは覚えてるんだろう。フェアリーテールモデルの適合者じゃなければ、普通は何も覚えていないか全部覚えているかのどっちかなのに。
忘れられない記憶だったのだろう。
え？
死んでも姉さんのことは忘れないと思っていたのではないか。
そっか。
That's one of the sweetest
忘れ
things
られ
she
ない
said
ほど
so
仲が
far.
良かったか悪かったかどっちかだろうね。忘れられない姉妹か。どっちにしてもいいね。
Rose finishes the rest of her glass and then lies down on the ground.
風の吹くまま、雲の流れるまま、思うがままに、そんな人生を生きてみたいな。
なんだその遊び人のような歌は。
将来の計画みたいなもの？
またふざけたことを。
さっきみんなに戦争が終わったらどうするのって聞いたら、1週間ずっとベッドでゴロゴロしたいって子もいたし、温かいスープを鍋いっぱいに作って食べたいって子
Wait,
もい
is
た
it
し、
now or is
読
it
み
in
た
an
かった
hour?
漫画を読破したいって子
In
もい
like
た
half an
わ。
hour, right? Or is it already?
そういえばこんなのもあった。すごく有名になってゴッテス部隊と一緒に任務に投入される。
本当につまらぬことばかり夢見ているのだな。
まあこういう時代だからね。夢の中でしか叶えられないことばっかりだから。ゴッテス部隊と一緒に任務をするっていうのが一番可能性あるかな。
You look so happy swaying side to side like that. Of course I'm happy. I'm playing Nikke. Hi, Kuma, hi! Of course I'm happy. There's something about like, I don't know, because I don't have like a sibling that I'm close to like this. I technically have a half sibling, but I haven't talked to them like this. There's something like with Scarlet remembering everything from when they were humans. It's like, oh. Oh, reset is 33 minutes. Oh, you haven't done it yet. That's why. I thought you meant that it already reset. Good luck, good luck. It takes me like an hour, but I dawdle when I do dailies.
確か？さあ、私は武装を解いて姉さんと手合わせしてみたい。
I wonder if she was a fighter before she
武
was
装
a
を解いて
Nikke.
私と手合わ
Like,
せ
what
す
if they
るのも
were
レンのしたいこと
kendo
なの？
students?
なーにそれ、一番つまらないじゃない。
そうか。
I like imagining like what kind of people they were before they were Nikkes, because a lot of them don't remember. So it's a rare instance that they kind of vaguely remember each other, right? Just dropping by to say hi, busy day. No problem. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you, thank you. I'm in a global server. I think I'm just in NA right now. I don't know. I know with daylight savings, some of the times change, but I can't remember if it changed from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. or 4 p.m. to 3 p.m. for Eastern time.
私もつまらぬことを言ってしまったようだ。
でしょ？そういうものなのよ。
Blech. A gentle breeze blows through the night air. Behind them, the laughter of their squad mates can be heard.
やっぱりいいな。次はみんなで一緒に飲もうか。
Aww.
な
A
ぜ
moment
急
of
に
reprieve.
こうやって二人で飲んでみてすごく良かったからみんなで一緒に飲んでみたくなったの。今年最後の日初日の出を見ながら飲みたいな。今年一年お疲れ様ってねぎ
She's not gonna make it to New
新
Year,
年
is
をお祝い
she?
してチームの団結のためにも。
好きにするがいい。
支援箱の中にいいお酒があったんだよね。何ヶ月か熟成させたらもっと美味しくなるかな。
余計苦くなりそうだ。
That night, all the Nikkes reminisced about their past, created new memories that would last, and laughed together. All the while, they dreamt of a brighter and better future that would never come. Shit. She's not gonna make it to the New Year, is she? Fuck. After walking for about 2 hours, we arrive at a clearing on a hill.
さあ、ここだ。ここから日の出が綺麗に見えるのだ。
Yeah, after her mind switch, she sounds more similar to her sister. Right here?
一杯やるのにこれほどの場所はなかろう。
Scarlet sits down on a large flat rock nearby.
涼しくていいの。坊ちゃんも早く来て座るといい。歩き疲れたであろう。
I suppose I am. I walk over to Scarlet and I'm tripping over my words. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna blame the caffeine. I don't usually have caffeine, but I'm so tired because of the other night when some lady had a crying baby in her arms and ran up and down the backyard at 1 a.m. I don't know why, but this is what was happening. So I'm tired and I took caffeine and I am tripping over my words. Surprise! Wow, isn't that the cutest of our girls? Hi, Mori. Welcome. Hi. If we are talking cute girls, I got a cute one on the screen and another one in chat. I walk over to Scarlet and sit next to her on the rock. I'm gonna try to speak a little bit slower so that I can get all the words a little more easily.
あとはここで日が昇るのを待つのみだ。
Hi.
そういうわけで日の出まで。
Scarlet takes something out of her bag. Wow. Scarlet places a bottle of sake and 2 sake cups on the rock. When did you decide to bring these?
もちろん最初にだ。あそこで坊ちゃんに会わなければ一人でもここに来るつもりだったのだよ。
Then why 2 glasses?
まあ良いではないか。杯一つであろうが二つであろうが美味しく飲めればそれでいいのだ。
One for her sister. Dots. Scarlet pours some sake into the sake cups. So, you all continue to have a hot streak?
何のことだい？
You're not done with your story, are you?
ほう。なぜそう思う？
Big hat? Yeah! This was like an updated outfit for her. I really like this one too. She could probably block out the sun with that hat. Oh my goodness. They have stuff like that in Korea. I think also in Japan, like larger hats, like sun hats. Or they have umbrellas even. She just made it easier where it's on her head so she doesn't have to carry it. Well, I guess carry it on her head rather than in her arms. I feel like my arms would get tired. If things had continued to go well, the melee squad would still be around. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to.
いや、一度話し始めたのだ。最後まで語ろう。成果を上げ続けるか。そんなはずなかろう。君の言う通りだ。そうはいかないのが、この世の断りだ。人生というものは。
Your arms, not your neck? It depends on how heavy the hat is, no? If the hat is light, like, I get that it looks mechanical and stuff, but it could be light. You don't know. Also, if I crack my neck, then maybe I don't have to worry about the spoils of life. The hardships of life. I knew I would get to the word eventually. The hat is 2 meters. You're gonna have to change that to a different system because I don't have that system. I measure by feet and inches, and I'm gonna tell you, even if it's by feet and inches, I can't tell you how big that is.
しっかりしろ。君は何を切ろうとしている。全部、いや、殺す。全部、いや。
Oh, she's corrupted.
全部。
レン。
I should tell you greetings from Noodle. Hi Noodle! Thank you so much for the passing on the message. How bold. Her outfit or me? Or both, because both could also be true.
ごめん。本当にごめんなさい。
On numerous occasions, Rose and Scarlet had to cut down their own comrades who had suffered a mind switch.
爆弾設置完了。
主要拠点の爆弾設置任務完了。3分後に建物が崩れるわ。みんな外に出て。
Scarlet turns around, and as she takes a step, as if one of her screws has come undone, one of her legs refuses to move.
レン、何してるの？早く脱出を。
先に行ってくれ。
何言ってるの？どうして？
片足が動かぬのだ。姉さんは早く行け。
こんな時にボディが。
まだラプチャーが。
He just passed by and saw me watching you. He's doing everything he always does. As he should. I hope he's taking care of himself, though. Thanks for watching over him, too. I think everybody needs someone who can. Just like Scarlet's watching with Rose, or Rose, rather, is watching Scarlet. They both take care of each other, just like you and Noodle.
みんな逃げて!
Rose grabs Scarlet and rushes forward. The building collapses.
みんな無事?
Rose frantically looks around her. This mission consisted of 8 personnel. As for how many remain,
7人だけだ。
7. The combined setback of hardware malfunctions and the unexpected rapture attacks resulted in the death of their squad mates. Scarlet opens the door to the infirmary and comes out.
状態はどうだ。
Rose shakes her head.
また。
ボディが完全に剥がれてる。その衝撃で脳波も正常値以下になってるの。持ち直したとしても思考転換を起こす確率が高いわ。その前に ボディの修復が間に合わず脳が死んでしまうけど。
そうか。
レンの足はどう？
私は平気だ。一部の部品が緩んでいた程度だから自分で修理できたのだ。
自分で。弱いわね、私たち。
任務に赴くたびに誰かが死ぬか怪我をしているな。
私たちは他のニケよりボディが軽量化されているから、一発殴られるだけですぐに怪我をするし、近くで戦うから精神的にも追い詰められて思考転換も起きやすい。そもそも私たちのボディは量産型タイプのボディを無理やり近接型に改良したプロトタイプだから。欠陥も多いの。だから修理が頻繁に必要になるのに、ボディの修理どころか明日の食料さえない状況よ。
残りは6人か。
でもそれも次の支援物資が来た場合の話ね。今回の任務でみんな負傷したわ。ずっと何も食べていないし限界が近い。
支援物資の知らせはまだなのか。
そうね。
注意は任務を完遂しろの一点張りか。
そうね。
このままではダメだ。このまま何もせず皆を死なせるわけにはいかぬ。
私が注意ともう一度話してみる。事態の深刻さに気づけば注意も少しは協力してくれるはずよ。
私も共に行こう。
一緒に？
一人よりは二人の方が想像しいであろう。騒ぎ続ければ煩わしくなり、あの怠け者も何かをしようとするはずだ。
頼もしい。じゃあ一緒に行こう。なんとかして話を聞いてもらわなきゃ。
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm having a good time reading the story because I haven't read this part of the story yet. There's a lot of Nikke that I've finally gotten more into now that I'm more invested into the story itself. So I'm reading a lot of the early events that I didn't get to read since I hadn't started with this. It's all so good. There's no other game that I've played that has both hot women and great story. It's usually one or the other, or when I say hot women, I mean like more on the sexy side. There's some pretty women, but hot.
もううんざりよ。
Woo. Damn. I actually, fun fact, tried to make a video. There's a lot of plot and plot. Yeah! I tried to make a video for a kind of channel trailer, but, and that's a big but, I got nervous that the video would be taken down because of reasons that had to do with turning around. But I think I'm still gonna try to make a channel trailer. I got rid of my old one though, so I'll have to start fresh.
注意。支援について何か進展はありませんか？
支援か？まだないな。ない。
He's hiding the resources, isn't he? I feel like he's hoarding the resources for himself. Because there's regular resources, right? Like food. She found sake, so there's surely other stuff too. He's just hiding it for himself.
今この部隊がどのような状態でみんなの様子がどうなっているのか分かっているのか。部隊には元から10人しかおらぬ。それなのに4人が死に残りはたったの6人だ。
なるほど、6人か。
In his mind, he's like, 6 left to go.
残りの隊員は元気だとでも。6人中2人は腕が壊れ始め、他の2人も剣がボロボロだ。みんな限界まで追い詰められている。
そりゃ私も分かっている。
分かっている。分かっているのに、こうしてのんきに座っているのか。
Yeah, tell him.
手を打つべきだ。部隊の指揮官なのだろう。任務中何もしないにしても、任務外では役に立つべきではないのか。少なくとも指揮官なら、この部隊を率いる者なら、それくらいはするべきであろう。
レン、
I
落ち
actually
着き
want
な
to
さい。
voice a lot of the Nikkei stuff in English. I know they have English voice actors, but there's a large portion of Nikkei that's not voiced at all, like the Bond stories or some of the blah blah messages, some of the brief encounters, things like that. I really want to voice some of those parts that haven't been voice acted before. I think that each one has something that's really good about it between the English, Japanese, and Korean version. Surprisingly enough, I think a lot of people don't know that this game is actually Korean based. It's from a Korean company. So I really like the general idea that they had for this game. Hello. Hi, Ace. Hi. Welcome, welcome.
あ
We're
なたの
going...
言う通り
I think we're halfway
指揮官
through. Either a little over halfway or about halfway through the New Year, New Sword event. Welcome, welcome. Listen, I'd be pissed too, Scarlet.
驚いた。君
I
た
hope
ち
he
の言
pissed
いたい
himself.
ことはわかる。だが、腹を立てたところで何も変わらない。支援の件は戦況が悪いからということだから、もう少し待ってくれ。
本当に戦況のせいなのでしょうか。この間任務であった部隊の子たちはそれなりの支援を受けているようでした。むしろここまで何の支援もない部隊の方が珍しいような。違いますか？
Oh, I didn't know that.
そいつらは
Congratulations,
私
Noodles.
たちよ
It's
り
really
成
difficult
果
to
を
get
上げている
started.
のだろう。そうだ。まだ上層
This
部か
guy
ら
has
認めら
every
れるほど
excuse
の
under
成
the
果を
book
上
when
げてい
he's
ないか
being
ら。
princess carried by his squad who is doing amazing with the resources they are lacking.
成果ですか。
何をふざけたことを。
そこで新しい任務だ。
また任務ですか？
この任務さえ終われば私たちにも正式部隊の承認が下りるはずだ。そうすれば正式に部隊の名前もつくぞ。支援も他の部隊と同じように受けられるはずだ。多分な。
Yeah, fuck this guy.
それは実に頼もしい話だな。
仕方ないだろう。ラプチャーと戦争中なのだから。やるよな。いや、やるしかない。そうすれば君たちが望む支援を受けられるんだ。そうだろう。
I think Korea, they also have some of the biggest voices that they can. I'm not sure though. I've only ever played in the Japanese voice acted voices, but you know, I still generally prefer the Japanese voice actors. I do think that they have really good talents for all sides though. Whatever they can provide, they have really good talents for each side or each global Nikkei. Do they have a Chinese voice actor? I actually don't know. I think tomorrow he plans to stream. Oh, I wish I could. I'm actually going to be really busy tomorrow because I'm going to be going to the puppy sitters. I'm going to be traveling to my parents' house for Father's Day. He's choosing an interesting time to stream. Well, that's right. You guys don't have Father's Day at the same time as us, right? Because I'm a US streamer. So there's a lot of like events that don't really fall on in other countries, I think. Question mark?
答えろ。承知したと伝えるからな。
ひとまずわかりました。みんなと相
I
談し
wish
て
him
みま
luck
す。
though. The first step is just trying. I think that a lot of people have difficulty just getting over the first hurdle. So I think he's already doing amazing. Making the step to do it is incredibly scary, but it's exciting too. Cheer him on. I think this is going to be the biggest thing. When I first started streaming, the only people who watched me was my friends, which consisted of like 2 people. That was the first stream that I ever had, and what I was doing was editing a banner for myself for my for my channel. I was trying to put together like my name on a channel picture. That was my first stream ever. And it was nerve-wracking, but I still did it.
Ren,
Wow, that's impressive!
分かった。
That's really good.
あ、そうか。
はい。
君だけ残ってくれ。
Ooh.
私だけですか？
ああ。
わかりました。
先に戻る。
Oh! You're kidding!
ご心配なく。あなたは
I'm
私
about to end that guy! I swear to God!
その調子で突き進むわよ。
There ain't no way! That's...
王国を脅かす
So I know roughly what happens in the future. I just didn't know how it happened. And if this is what I think it is, I'm gonna lose my shit! Please don't tell me that's how it happens. I'm gonna lose my shit.
星はいつだって進むべき道を教えてくれるの。なんと言った。
Okay.
反乱だと。反乱を
I'm
起
safe.
こそうと言
Let's
ったの
go.
か。
そうよ。どう考えても司令部は私たちを支援するつもりがなさそうだから、このまま行けば全員死ぬだけよ。だから怠け者の注意を脅してでも支援してもらおうってわけ。
姉さん。
聞こえてるよ。大声出さなくても大丈夫。
I love her sister. She's such a go-getter, like such a... She's an initiator. She's an
大した
instigator.
話じゃないよ。
But only where it needs to be. Otherwise, she's really laid
いつもの
back.
やつ。
それならばなぜだ。
She flows like... She goes at her own pace,
Nothing.
pacing. She would be like
急
an
にこのよう
Aquarius.
な極端なことを。
なんでって、注意は私たちの意見を聞くつもりもないし、本部は私たちの状況がどれほどひどいのか知らないみたいだから、少しだけ困らせてあげようかなって。騒ぎ立てれば鬱陶しくなって何かしてくれるかもしれないから。
だからって人間を脅そうというのか。ラプチャーを倒すために作ったこの剣で人間をニケである私たちが。
ニケである私たちが人間を脅そうって言ってるの。このままじゃみんな死ぬだけだから。
しかし
今回の任務見た？
ああ、第五司令部の武器庫奪還出会ったな。
そうよ。今までとは比べ物にならないくらい難しい任務なのに、人数は半分。しかも明日決行。何の準備もできていないのに。このままじゃ今度こそ全員死んじゃうかもしれない。そんな任務できると思う？
だからって
They're planning
人
for
間
that.
を脅そうというのか。そもそもそんなことができると思うのか。
まあなんとかなるでしょう。
軽く言うでない。
She has valid concerns,
ふ
though.
ざけてるように見
Scarlet
え
has
た？
valid concerns in that it's the first of its kind. It sounds like it doesn't happen regularly or normally, and they're built in their function not to attack humans or not to be able to harm humans. Unless this isn't where they have that programmed into them. I'm pretty sure they have something like that still, but I'm not certain. If they're programmed not to hurt humans, then this becomes a very difficult, like it's already difficult, it's become more difficult, feeling impossible.
本気なんだけど。
姉さん。
みんなにも一人ずつ聞いてみたの。二人は賛成、二人は反対。レンが反対するなら半々ってわけね。
みんなもう選択したというのか。
だからレン、次はあなたの番よ。レンはどうしたい？ やっぱり反対？
ああ、反対だ。
みんなを死へ追いやる任務をやるっていうのね。
死へ追いやる？いつ私たちがそんなことを恐れた？私たちは常に死を前にして任務へ
There's
赴
the
き、
thing is like still being afraid of death or still fighting against
フ
it
ェアリーテールモデルでもな
realistically.
い、ただの量産型ニケに過ぎないが、人類のため、人類を守るという誇りを持って
I'm gonna keep chat
今ま
on
で戦
track,
いに
so
耐えてきたのだ。
if you could just keep it within the topic of
だ
stream.
からこそ
Thank you, but I do wanted to say, could you send me Noodle's stream? Because I still want to check it out when I can if he has like a consistent
そ
schedule.
れなのに今さら死ぬかもしれないという理由だけで簡単に手放すことなどできるはずなかろう。手放してしまったら死んだ仲間たちは、彼女たちはなぜ死んだ？なぜ命を懸けたのだ？何のためだ？
レン、
It's crazy because I feel like it's the opposite.
支援を受けられたとしよう。
Like, to honor their deaths, they're just going to a suicide mission. I feel like it's more so that Rose is trying to protect or to honor them by doing something to protect the remainder of them. Of course, I'm sorry. No worries. I think it's understandable to be excited. Honestly, I think it is really cute, but I do need to stay on topic with stream, and that's just me. Thank you.
ではその次は人類連合軍からは裏切り者として、ラプチャーからは敵として、どこにも心休まる場所はなく、永遠にさまよい続けることになるだろう。私たちの望みはそんなものではなかったはずだ。姉さんが言っていたではないか。この世に永遠などないと。私たちも同じだ。永遠に生きられぬのだとしたら、私はどのように死ぬかよりもどのように生きるかを選ぶ。
There's some merit to that too.
烙印をされ、一生逃げ回るく
But
らい
they've already been betrayed by their own.
ニケと
They've
して
already been betrayed by
最
their
後の
own
最後まで
commander.
戦って死ぬ。
So it doesn't feel like this is what they're trying to preserve.
死に方よりも生き方の方が大事。
I think they both had the same values, but just
戦って死
in a
ぬ。
different mode of thinking.
その気持ち永遠に変わらない。
変わらぬようにしてみせる。
どんな苦難が待っていても。
どんな苦難が待っていても。
大人になったね、レン。最初はラプチャーを怖がって任務エリアに飛び降りることさえできなかったのに。
それは最初の任務だったから。
本当に大人になったわ。
何を言っておるのだ、急に。姉さん。
そっか、そんなに嫌なら仕方ないね。任務決行は明日だから、とりあえず行こう。
そうか。
今回の任務が終わったら、その時にまた考えましょう。
ありがとう。
お礼なんて、みんなは私が説得するから、明日の任務の準備をしてて。
They already said though that they're not gonna make it. I don't know what makes Scarlet feel like it's gonna be different. I know she's being hopeful, but because she already mentioned like she knows it's gonna be a mission that they're not gonna come back from. I guess this is part of what shows that she is the younger sister, but I'm really scared of the next chapter knowing what kind of roughly happens now. I get it. I think I get what's gonna happen in this mission. It's gonna be the last mission that they're on together. Probably. 多分。
星はいつだって進むべき道を教えてくれるの。
Nervous. Scarlet cracks open a small window. The cold winter breeze pushes its way through the room. Only 2 more days until the new year. Then the alcohol, which has been stored safely for months, can finally be imbibed. Scarlet still could not fathom why someone would willingly ingest such a bitter tonic, but the notion of sharing another drink with her sister, thinking of how she could spend more time with the others, the idea that would bring a modicum of comfort to her squad mates who were at their breaking point.
あと2日たった2日過ぎさえすれば
Scarlet closes the windows and attempts to force herself to
レ
sleep.
ンごめんね。
姉さん
She's doing it herself. Oh no!
誰だ
起きて今そうかが注意を
Oh no! When Scarlet steps out to the hallway. Oh no! One of the Nikkes lies on the ground in a puddle of her own blood. Next to her stands 2 other Nikkes who stare at Scarlet blankly.
君たちがなぜ
All 3 of the Nikkes were her squad mates.
何が
The Nikke in the pool of blood grasps Scarlet's ankle.
そうか止めないと注意を殺しに早く
分かった
The 2 Nikkes brandish their swords at Scarlet.
どいてくれ
Both swords' tips remain pointed squarely at Scarlet, not budging.
そちらがその気なら
I'm late for
切らせて
daily.
も
Oh
らう
no! It's a new day, don't worry. You can make it in time for this day's daily.
もううんざりよ
I've had too many times that this has happened. Whenever the maintenance happens and in the morning I have to do the dailies because of missing it for maintenance.
脅かす者たち
Especially when they start a new event and I have to get it in before the start of a new day. Oh my gosh, it messes me up. I hate being a day late on these events.
今行く勝利しました当然の結果です
A few hours prior. Rose saunters towards the commander's room, recalling the conversation she had with him only moments ago.
何か私にお話があったのでは？
その
言いにくい内容でしたら無理におっしゃらなくても。
どれだけ生き残るつもりだ。
はい？
今回の任務でどれだけ生き残るのかと聞いている。
See, he's not expecting
What?
any of them to come.
注意は私たちに全く興味がないのかと思ってました。そんな質問もできるんですね。
ふざけていないでちゃんと答えろ。どれだけ生き残りそうだ。
先ほど申し上げた通り、状況は最悪です。任務に参加できる者は6人しかいないのに、そのうちの半分はすでに限界に達しています。そして今回の任務は今までとは比べ物にならないほど難しい任務です。
そうだな。
しかしだからといっておとなしく死ぬわけにはいきませんよね。なんとかして全員生き残らないと。
全員？
はい、断言はできませんが、でもなんとか。
全員
Yeah, fuck this guy.
全員だと？
注意？
何が全員だ？
注意？
そうだな、そう言うと思っていたよ。どうせ一人を除いて全員死ぬのに最善を尽くすだのなんだの。
今何とおっしゃいました？一人を除いて全員死ぬ？誰がですか？私たちが？私たちが全員死ぬとおっしゃったのですか？まさかだから補給品が来ないのですか？
Bro is breathing so hard. I can feel his hot ass breath down my neck.
そうだ、全員死ぬんだ。だから支援が受けられないんだ。分かったか？君たちがいくら任務を成功させ続けても最後の一人になるまで支援などない。
なぜですか？私たちが量産型ニケだから？
量産型？
The voice actor is really good though for this humanity officer.
まだマシだったろうにな。近接型ニケだのなんだの。プロトタイプは所詮プロトタイプ。それを真似しようとしたせいでこんなことになったんじゃないか。
私たちは成果を上げましたよね。このままいけば実用性があるって、正式部隊になれるかもしれないってあの時。
だからなんだって言うんだ。非効率極まりないのに戦闘に出るたびにどこか壊れているじゃないか。思考転換率が高い？ラプチャーを間近で見るから精神的な崩壊も早いのだろう。維持費がかかるものを量産する必要などない。いっそ特殊個体を1体作った方がマシだ。
維持費が高い。特殊個体1体？
Why don't they just take care of the ones that
一
they
人だけ
have
残し
then?
て新しいフェアリーテールタイプのニケを作るおつもりですか？
They could still take
そうだ。
one that's a Grimm's model,
残っ
but
た
they
一
can
人は
still.
フェアリーテールボディになる。そのために残されるんだ。
They could still keep the others
ど
because
ん
they're
どん
still
難しい
producing
任務を
results.
与えられていたのですね。一番長く生き残るものを選別するために。
話が早いな。
今回の任務、私たちは行きません。
なんだと？
やりません。そうすれば最後の一人が現れることもないから、みんな生き残れますよね。
何を言ってるんだ。そんなことが許されるわけないだろう。
私たちがやらないと言っているのです。何がいけないのですか？
任務を拒否する量産型ニケだと？そんなものが生きていられると思うのか？思考転換だと判断されるはずだ。全員処分されたいのなら好きにするがいい。まあそれでも最高の一人を選ぶ必要がある。今までのデータを元にするなりして一人は生き残るだろうな。だから変なことは考えるな。どうせ君が一番強いんだ。おとなしく一人で生き残ればいいだろう。どうして全員を生かそうとする？妹のためか？こんな時代に家族なんて何の意味もない。そもそもニケになった時点で同じ血など流れていないのに何が妹だ。ただのライバルだろう。
ライバル。
もう終わりにしよう。
Yeah, his voice actor is really good. He really pisses you off.
君たちの指揮官になればいいところで一生安全に暮らせると言うから来てやったのに。私は戦場には住みたくない。これ以上無駄に長引かせるな。よく聞け。君が生き残りたいなら全員殺せ。君たちはそのために作られた舞台で終わり方はもう決まっているんだ。だから全員生き残るだのなんだのふざけたことを言うのはやめろ。早くこの戦場での生活を終わらせてくれ。君も 早く終わりにしたいだろ。
It makes sense now why he is so like half-assed. That his squad is getting results. Because his ass just wants to hurry and expedite his life.
戻ろう。なあ、そうすればお互いに幸せじゃないか。それに幸せになるのは私たちだけじゃない。あいつらもどうせ行くなら苦しまずに行く方が幸せだろう。
Disparate thoughts. Oh, I missed it. What? Disparate thoughts swirl through Rose's mind. Would the sole survivor really live on? The company never intended for their squad to last from the very beginning. Even if there was one lone survivor, what would prevent them from turning them into lab rats, sucking out their essence and planting it in other bodies? Hi group, hi! Welcome, welcome! Oops. There was no way to completely restore a body and mind damaged by countless battles. The higher-ups almost certainly wanted to extrapolate their proficiencies and experiences and transfer them to a more proper subject. In the end, even the lone survivor would be rendered asunder, eradicated, and left as a mere compilation of ones and zeros. The more their squad succeeded, the more they played into the enemy's hand. They were meant to suffer until they expired. That was the fate which had been accorded to them.
そうですね。その通りです。永遠なんてありません。
Rose continued to ruminate. If their succeeding would lead to their downfall, then failure was naturally the only viable path to survival. If she wanted to defy the expectations that had been placed upon them, then she had to aim for failure in its most absolute form.
だろう。よく決心したな。私たちだけでも生き残るべきだ。
It's hot today? Yeah! This is even better! You know, when it's hot outside, the best cure is to eat spicy food. Because then you're gonna sweat and you'll cool down. This is the same concept. Watch hot women sweat and you're gonna feel cooler. I think. I was never cool in school, so I can't tell you if that's for real. Rose's mind continues to swirl with a panoply of thoughts. Then she makes a decision. She knows what to protect and what to discard. Rose stands in front of the door.
注意、そうかです。少々お時間よろしいですか？折り入ってご相談があります。
Scarlet sprints through the hallways. Wouldn't the increased blood flow heat you up more? But if you're heated up more, then you're gonna sweat, and sweating will cool you down. Despite the fact that she's a NIKKE and there's no conceivable way she would be out of breath, she nevertheless feels strangely winded as she runs. An oppressive feeling of unease rises in her chest and then presses down, crushing her. If Rose crossed a line from which there was no coming back, what would she do?
姉さん
Oh shoot. I missed it. I accidentally tabbed out by accident. By the time she arrived at the commander's room, Rose was standing there, alone. The walls and the ceiling were torn apart and stained crimson. I guess this is before they added Nymph. Nymph would be the programming that prevented them from killing humans.
待ってたよ。
Drenched in human blood. Ooh, it's getting spicy. I wonder if I'll be able to finish. I think most of these last 2 to 3 hours, the side stories. So hopefully we're able to get this done in one stream. I love Ayn. Ayn does such good work on my team. She's actually stronger than my Helm Treasure, which is pretty impressive by itself.
先生見ました？私やばかったですよね。
世の中ですよね。 Scarlet looks around in horror at their commanding officer lying dead on the ground and the lifeless body of their squad mate.
全て姉さんがやったのか。
思ったより早かったね。止めてくれる子たちがいたからもう少しかかるかと思ったのに。
答えてくれ。
うん、私が切ったの。注意もこの子も。
どうして思考転換でも起きたのか。
Rose holds up a red strip of cloth in one hand.
これで目を隠してラプチャーだーって思って切ったらちゃんと切れたよ。
そんなことが
Oh,
可
so
能な
that's
の
how
不
she avoided it, even though she does have
思議
new.
でしょ。私たちは人間を切れないって制約があるから、人間じゃないって思うように自分に暗示をかけたらどうかなって思ったんだけど、うまくいっちゃった。ちょうど私たちの服にも赤いところがあるでしょ。
I
それを見
see.
ながら目を隠せばラプチャーのコアだって錯覚できるし、
So that's the same as present day, because
強
she
く
does
思い込めば
wear
周りで
the
動
red
くものが
cloth
ラプチャーって思えるかもしれないなって。思い通りになって私も驚いたけどね。
どうして。
それからこの子は動かないでって言ったのに動いちゃったの。目隠しするからわからないって言っておいたのに、注意以外の人を切るつもりはなかったの。残念なことになったわ。
姉さん、どうしてこんなことをしたのだ。どうして。分かったと言っていたではないか。ひとまず任務をすると、私の意見を聞くと、そう言ったではないか。
うん、そうだったね。
ならばなぜ。
花に10日の紅なし、この世に永遠なんてないから。その気持ち永遠に変わらない。
変わらぬようにしてみせる。
どんな苦難が待っていても。
どんな苦難が待っていても。あの時結局私は姉さんを説得できなかったのか。
悔しい。それなら証明してよ。人類を守りながら生きるという、その気持ちは永遠に変わらないというレンの言葉を。
Dang.
目の前に人類の裏切り者がいるでしょ。ラプチャーを切るための
Don't tell me
剣で
this is how she.
仲間を切り人間を切ってしまった人類の敵が。
Because, like, if this is how it happens, then is Rose in her own way trying to protect her sister because she knows what the commander had told her or what the lieutenant had told her? Blah, 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 blah.
姉さんを切れというのか。
Because Scarlet doesn't know the conversation that she had with the
じゃあ仕
lieutenant.
方ないね。私もこれだけは譲れないから、レンが終わらせてくれるまでこれで目を隠して切らなきゃ。それがラプチャーだろうと人間だろうと、そうすればレンの剣は迷いなくこの首を狙うでしょ。
残酷だな。本当に。
There's no way she could actually convince herself
悪いとは
to
思わないのか。
that her sister is a
ごめんね。
rapture.
でも分かってほしい。昔から決めてたの。私の最後はレンと剣を交えて終わりたいって。
Before Scarlet stood a NIKKE who had murdered a human being, who had slaughtered one of their own squad members, turned her back on humanity. Such cruelty could not go
グレン
unpunished.
だよね。
いかにも。
私の妹って元からこんなお年寄りみたいな話し方だったっけ。
生まれたばかりのニケに言うセリフではなかろう。
こんな話し方じゃなかったと思うんだけど、ニケになって変わったのかな。
わからぬ。
それともニケになる過程で大人になりたいって思ったとか。
わからぬと言ったであろ
そうなの？何もわかんない？私のことも？
う。いや、それだけは覚えておる。君は私の姉だ。
Aww. Scarlet unsheathed her
一つ約
sword.
束してくれ。この件に迷いはない。だから絶対に手を抜かぬと。
わかった。
Rose flashes a buoyant grin. Just like on the day they met again after becoming Nikke's. Rose and Scarlet square up to each other, their swords at the ready.
参るぞ。
来なさい。
Oh, it's so good. I think we're hitting the last point there. Everything else is pretty much... there's some stories. I think the current one we're in has hard mode. There's a regular mode and then a hard mode, which is the story 2 that comes out. And I'm pretty certain that... Not certain. I guess most of the hard mode doesn't have any additional story till the last chapter of the event. So I'm not sure if this is the exact last chapter. But I get a reward! Look at this! Wait, I have to wait for the lobby screen. The sisters' swords clash. 985. That's the number of sparring matches they've gone through. Each knew the other's sword as well as their own. Each knew how serious the other was in this duel to the death. They knew all too well.
わあ、本当に余裕ぶってる場合じゃなさそうね。
言ったであろう。いつかその余裕へし折ってやると。
Scarlet parries Rose's sword and sends it flying upward. As her blade soars up, there's a momentary gap in her defense. Scarlet's sword plunges towards Rose's torso. One step. One more step, and the tip of her blade would pierce through Rose's torso and puncture her core. This traitor of humanity. This turncoat who had betrayed and forsaken her comrades. Who had used lies and smiles to deceive. Her only sister.
優しいレン。
Oh my god! Rose grabs the tip of Scarlet's sword and pulls it towards her. Scarlet's sword plunges through Rose's core. Scarlet embraces Rose as she collapses. It's this one, this image.
強くなりなさい。誰にも振り回されないように。
わかったから。
レン、一人にしちゃってごめん。
Scarlet cradles Rose in her arms.
行かないでくれ。
人類連合軍が私たちの状況を知ったのはすっかり時が流れた後のことだった。当時戦況はどんどん悪化して、最初は任務失敗により全員死んだと思われていた影響も大きい。上層部は 私たちのことを内乱として片付けたらしい。ニケが人間を殺せるということを絶対に知られてはいけないと判断したのであろう。
I am back. Sorry, I had to work real quick. No problem. Oh my gosh, you missed the height of like an emotional moment. Oh my god. What happened to the other squad
全員
members?
死んだ。ラプチャーに向けるべき剣が互いに向けられて絶望に飲み込まれ、彼女らの命を切らせたのだ。
Dots.
調査されるべきものが調査され、回収すべきものが全て回収された後、私はそこに残された。そこに残り、姉さんの剣、花に10日の紅なしを握ったまま、姉さんと仲間たちをこの手で埋めた。
Dots.
姉さんがなぜあんなことをしたのか、他の部隊に合流してから聞いたのだよ。そして知ったのだ。姉さんが何を捨てて何を守ったのか。
Dots. And you don't have any resentment?
誰のことをだい？
Anyone?
さあ、これだけ時間が過ぎると悲しみも恨みも歳月に揉まれ消えていくのだ。ある意味姉さんの言葉が正しかったのかもしれぬ。この気持ちさえ永遠ではなかったのだから。
Dots.
ほほう、坊ちゃん、気を落とさせてしまったようだな。顔を上げてあそこを見ておくれ。日が昇ってきたぞ。
As I look toward the horizon, a ruby light is beginning to spread in the distance. The horizon is bathed in a vermilion hue, the sun itself a vibrant red, reminding us of the passing of another
美
year.
しいであろう。空が赤く染まっていく様が華やかに咲き誇る花のようではないか。
Indeed.
坊ちゃん、姉さんが言っていた通り、この世に永遠などない。一年が終わり新しい年が始まるように時間は流れ、世界は変化していくのだ。だから過去を悲しむより流れていく今という時間を大切に生きていくべきではないかね。さらに時が流れ、
God, there's so much good
今が過去になった時に。
messages also laid in Nikke.
また悲しまなくて済むように。
Because can you believe it? Like an event, like in an apocalyptic world where people are being turned into Nikkes that have less value than human lives, where they were once human. This is such a world that is so, like, it's weirdly relatable despite being unrelatable, you know? That's not our circumstances of living, but the actual events, messaging in these events are so good at touching on the human experience, like the human connection that we get from the people around us through especially adverse conditions, you know? Fuck. I understand what you mean.
うん。そういうわけで新しい年を迎えながら酒でも飲もうぞ。
Sake time. Scarlet raises her
まだ
glass.
私たちが若く咲いていることに感謝を込めて。
We clink our glasses. I need some sake after this. I have some in the
新年
fridge.
最初の酒は
It's a bit bitter.
まるで人生のようだな。
Yay! Hard difficulty unlocked. There's usually one at the very end. I wonder if I can, yeah, quick battle through these
先生見
and
まし
see if
た
I can see
私
the actual
やばかったで
ending.
すよね
I don't know what
これでまた
they're gonna add at the very
一歩
end
夢に
here
近
too.
づいたわ。
I'm just glad that we can actually quick pass
勝利
these
しま
since
した。
there's not exactly
当然の
any story
結果です。
beats to these events. or this chapter. And now you can just see a reference of all the Nikkes I have in my squad right now. Eight. I think it's usually 12. 9. 10. This is pretty good though for my first introduction to the storyline as far as like chronologically how it goes. This one, it's this one. Yes! The third event side story has broken my heart. Which one is that one? It's not Levy, right? It's not Levy. It finally happened. The seed that I planted has sprouted.
Oh, これほど寒いのによくぞ生き残った。
This girl can make a flower bloom on a frigid day, and I can't let a flower live? I can't let a cactus live on a great day! Are you serious? Even on such a frigid day, the vitality of this plant remained unabated. I admired that.
負けずにすくすくと育つのだぞ。
This year, I brought in the new year with someone else. I was finally able to uncork the sake that I'd never been able to open before. The sake that we'd promised to drink together all those years ago. Scarlet raises her empty glass. Perhaps due to the fact that it had been aged for nearly a century. Oh! It was rather bitter, and that was despite my newfound affinity for drinking. It brought me back to when I drank for the first time with you, Rose. If I'd been drinking alone, I would have never picked up the habit because it was so bitter. But thanks to having him there, I continued to force it down. My lord, he is truly a remarkable individual. It's almost hard to believe that someone so perfect could live in such an imperfect time.
坊ちゃんのことを考えていたらまた会いたくなってしまったぞ。
Oh, Overzone and Old Tales, and then also Footstep Walk Run. Those are events that I also still need to read. I know roughly what happens in all three of those stories, but it's definitely, I think, much better experienced firsthand. So I'm excited to read through those two in the future. And they're longer too.
酒を持って遊びに行かねば。
In the afternoon, I went to train outside. Then...
Bora?
I saw the flower that you found so
あれ
endearing.
だけ探しても見つからなかったのにこんなところに咲いていたのか。朝に見た新芽もそうだが寒さに負けずよく生きているものだ。
Seeing that rose made me miss you more than ever. Scarlet sits down on a nearby rock. Oh, come to think of it, I put fleetly fading to good use. Scarlet unsheathes fleetly fading. My original sword was taken to the base along with your body. In order to survive on the surface, I had no choice but to use your sword. At first, I thought I would not be able to use it for long since the blade was cracked. But I met a skilled blacksmith who was able to temper the blade using your core. Oh shit. You always said that nothing lasts forever, but even after all this time has passed, whenever I see the sword, I think of you. So long as I never let you fade from my memory, should we ever meet again, I'll be able to call you my sister. Should that moment come to pass, Scarlet places the two empty glasses on the ground. And fills them up. I wonder, will you still call me your sister? And we get a cutscene! It's a new year. 6 months later. パチパ
こう
チパ
してまた
チ。
月が沈み日が昇るのだな。
I love the animation too.
花に
It's
10日の
beautiful.
紅なしとは
Absolutely
言うが
beautiful.
この命はまだ赤く咲いている。月日を忘れて咲いているのが幸か不幸かはわからぬけれど、咲いているなら生きていかねば。そうだろう、姉さん。
New year, new sword, and it was so good. It was so good, and it's dang. I didn't expect that that's how it would go, honestly. There's like a lot that I could have pictured this going, but I think specifically because I wasn't familiar with anything but how Rose looks in the present, there were a couple times that I thought I knew where it was going. But it's much different than I thought, and in a good way. It's so good. I can't wait. The next event that I'll be doing once I get back into the story, it's gonna be... Let me see. Oh, this is gonna be the Red Hood story. Red Ash. That'll be the first part of Red Ash. Or should I do... Because they coincide with Old Tales. I feel like it should be Red Ash first and then Old Tales, or Old Tales first. Ah, it's so hard because they're step by step. Ooh. I'll have to see how it goes from here. Otherwise, the next thing that I'm hoping to put out, if it happens, is I'm going to be doing the recording with my friend after this to try to see how he feels about Nikke after reading the first chapter. Once he finishes reading the first chapter, I'm going to try to edit that into a video to post on this channel. If not, then I could try to air it as a premiere for a live stream kind of style. And hopefully that's something to look forward to. If I can initiate a new Nikke player, I'd be so happy. Alright, but for now, guys, I do have to run to that recording. But I hope you guys have a good day, good time zone, and thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I really do hope I get to see you guys sometimes. It was lovely seeing new faces, so I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. I am gonna still post my roguelikes, by the way. My roguelikes for the month of June. July is when I'm gonna try to focus a little harder on Nikke content, so. Alright, that's all, everybody. I hope you have a good time zone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye!